welcome back to vlogmas. Today we have something a bit different. So I want to share with you something that has changed my life. Very dramatic, I know, but I am a dramatic person. These are habits that are mostly quite small. Some of these are random, some of these are downright weird, but they are all something that have made my life better. So without further ado, grab a cup of coffee, tea, water, and in no specific order, here are small habits that have changed my life. By the way, do you like how I color coordinated my woolly socks to my outfit again? I'm quite proud. So I want to ask you a question. How often do you look up? This is a question that was in a book that I read a few years ago. A journalist in that book was interviewing people, and this was one of the questions she asked. And this really stuck with me, and I started to think, do I actually ever look up? Because in my daily life, I'm looking at my phone like this, or I'm watching the television like this, or I'm working like this, and I don't actually just look up. I know if you're inside, it's not very interesting to look at your ceiling, but honestly, do it. Have you, like, look at your ceiling. It's a whole different perspective, but especially this becomes important when you're outside. Like, honestly, look around you and look up, look at the sky, look at the trees, look at the birds. It's just somehow so liberating. Like, try this the next time you go outside. Please look straight up, and I promise you will feel a bit lighter. You know, I said this will be weird, so here you go. Moment of gratitude right when you wake up. This is a practice that doesn't take much time at all, but will have such a great impact on your day. Right when you wake up, when your alarm goes off, if you can, please try this next time. Don't go on social media. Don't check your messages. You can look at the ceiling, or you can close your eyes and you can say, thank you so much that I woke up today. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I am warm. Well, you can say whatever comes to mind for you personally. These are things that I think about, and I start my day in so much better spirits. Even if I'm really anxious or stressed the whole day, at least I have that kind of moment of gratitude, and I realize that I'm alive and this is my life too. I just realized that this jumper is totally wrinkled, so please don't look at that. Moving throughout the day, and by this I don't mean doing a specific workout or even taking the stairs, even though those are great things obviously, or going for a walk. I mean little things, little movement you do when you're sitting down, or when you're standing, when you're waiting for something. I just find myself to always be doing some kind of stretching, or something like this, or my back. I always do these short stretches throughout the day. This is my favorite in the morning. Oh. These kind of movements I do throughout the day, and I never noticed before. My friends who were not used to it said to me, please stand still. I think this comes from yoga, because since I started practicing yoga, I have become so much more in tune with my body. And if my body is stiff, my mind is also stuffy. So that's why I can always feel these micro stiffnesses throughout my body. Awareness of your spine. I was told by many of my teachers that one of the most important things you can do is to be always aware how your spine is. Is it straight? Is it like this? I always try to sit straight. Maybe not in this video because I'm moving all the time. Try to lift up your sternum, and you feel that breathing is so much more easy like this. Obviously on the sofa when I'm relaxing and watching TV, I don't sit like this, but I do try to put a pillow under my lower back, so I don't feel my lower back being under pressure all the time. Next, dancing. When I was a teenager, when I was 18, and I started to go to my first parties, and then when I started to go clubbing, I felt so embarrassed to dance because I always said that I can't dance. I think that everyone can dance. I have a Mexican friend here, and he said it so well. He said, you have a fire inside of you and you just have to listen to it and move. And I think that was such a good explanation how it feels to dance when you actually don't think about what others think. And I know this is such a cliche, like dance like nobody's watching, but it is totally true. I don't know any dance moves per se, but I just I just do what my body wants to do. I really love dancing these days, and I love to go clubbing, and I can go clubbing without drinking, which was not the case when I was 18. I had to be completely blasted, and even then I was only going 1 feet to the other, like this. And these days I have, if not daily, then at least weekly dance parties. And I do that while cleaning as well. It makes cleaning awesome. A few boring ones now. Flossing. I don't understand how I went about my life without flossing. I started flossing every day, maybe like 5 years ago, I'd say, maybe even more. I just didn't floss before that, and now I can definitely feel the difference. I can't go to bed if I don't floss my teeth. I have a floss that expands while you use it. It's amazing. Eating a vegetable with every meal. I'm trying every time I eat to have a vegetable or a fruit. And I eat pizza and pasta every week. I love those meals, and the pasta that Matti makes is just plain tomato pasta, even though it's amazing. But I try to have like a piece of cucumber or a carrot with it, so it doesn't have to be anything big. And my philosophy around food is always abundance and not restriction. So just bringing more things into my meals and my diet. No phone while waiting. So maybe you can relate. Before, when I was in a restaurant or in a bar or wherever with a friend and they went to the bathroom, I would immediately pick up my phone. And why? Honestly, why? Why can't I be a few minutes in silence? It's not going to kill me. I could just look around. Look at the people around me, look at the interior design. I don't know, I could notice something interesting. So I have tried my best these days to not pick up my phone whenever I'm waiting. When I'm waiting for a friend to arrive, when I'm waiting for an elevator, whatever. When I'm waiting for a bus or a train. It might feel hard at first because everybody else is on their phone and you might feel like a weirdo. But it is totally normal to just be cleaning the kitchen before going to sleep. This is so great. It feels horrible in the moment because in the evening I'm tired and I just want to go to bed. But if I leave the kitchen dirty, the first thing in the morning I see when I go make my coffee is mess, and it doesn't start my day on a good note. When I actually use a few minutes, because it always takes less time than you actually think, if I take a few minutes to clean the kitchen, I can wake up in the morning and make my coffee in peace and have a clear mind. Last one is a wholesome one. Complimenting people. I love complimenting people because you see them like light up or be very happy, or even if they are quite awkward about it, at least maybe inside they feel good. And I just love to make people feel good. So I try to compliment my friends and my loved ones, but also strangers. And this is definitely something that I'm not very good at yet. But for example, a few weeks ago at the gym, there was a girl doing muscle ups, you know, where you do the pull up and then go over the bar with like this. And I was so impressed. She was so strong, and I felt a bit awkward at first, but then I was just like, just say it, just say it. So I went to her and I was like, sorry, can I ask you something? And then I just asked like how many pull-ups did she do before she starts to train muscle ups. And then I just told her, you are really strong, you are really impressive. And she just lit up. So those were the 10 random, weird, small things that have changed my life. I hope you found it helpful, or at least somehow interesting. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.